Cancer takes so much away. I started this organization as the son of somebody who was given a stage 4 prostate cancer diagnosis. It just does a number on everybody around the diagnosis.
My husband was on a routine trip to the dentist, and he got a cancer diagnosis just out of nowhere. All of a sudden, I'm having to pay all the bills. We've been used to having 2 people working. While he's at home, losing 50 pounds, not able to eat anything, with a hole in his head.
I was told 5 years after my first cancer diagnosis that I was cured, yet it came back and came back in the same spot. Right about a year ago at this point, I got my 3rd cancer diagnosis. And so there was a lot just kind of mixed in with being a new father and getting a cancer diagnosis. And I knew it was beyond my power to fix or deal with alone.
I was newly diagnosed at the age 28. Then I obviously I was fine, and then I had a recurrence again at 33. I kind of felt like, okay, I think I'm going through a lot, and I think I need to settle my mind, and that's when I reached out to Flatwater.
And what cancer and a diagnosis can bring, directly or indirectly, is anxiety, is depression, is all the things that therapy is intended to help.
There's not many therapists who take insurance. Those that do are usually full. If you want talk therapy and you don't have cash to pay for it, there's just a lack of access.
Specifically to cover the cost of therapy sessions for families touched by cancer, nothing existed. Creating Flatwater was something that happened so quickly. When I finally did find that therapy I could afford, my aha moment was, this care is changing my life, and this is my purpose. I was at the Secretary of State's office with the name Flatwater because of my dad's real belief in the healing power of water, and one diagnosis causing so many waves. We had about 15 therapists putting a family in here and a family in there and just saying, hey, send us the bill. And we probably had 20, 30 families in care, and the impact was immediate, and we started to get cards in the mail, and you're saving my life.
In retrospect, I didn't know a person could get that sick and not die. I had to spend, at one point, about a month in the hospital. And during all that time, there was just tons of hopelessness and why is the universe picking on me kind of mentality. And I needed Flatwater to get out of that mentality safely.
What we've created is not a network of cancer therapists. What we provide is access to a very powerful network of highly trained therapists that can be there for you.
She's like a life coach, and we analyze things, we organize my thoughts, and we put plans into action. It really can make a big impact in people's lives.
I flat out would not be here without Flatwater. My therapist that I was hooked up with is checking in with me while I'm in the hospital. She was quintessential, just me staying focused on healing.
Going to the counseling gave me a safe place. I knew that was available to me, and I was able to keep it together.
I was so stuck in the pain and getting my ass kicked by cancer and treatment, and I don't have to do that anymore.
Finding my Flatwater means a moment to reflect on something other than radiation or chemo and move forward.
Being organized and being able to really take action. I have been professionally more successful than ever.
Taking my 10-year-old stepson and 4-year-old son to the first day of school, there's an end point to this. It will come to an end, and I will get better and getting back to a whole life.
Sometimes it's just a few sessions, and we have people who've been in care for years and years. I'm not aware of any other organization on the planet that does that.
We're just getting started. There's so much more we can do. We're very dedicated to this cause, and so many more people need help.